Okay, YouTube, welcome as we take a look at Kim Gym in Khao Yai, Thailand. Wanted to discuss a lesson I picked up from the head trainer at Kim Gym. It has to do with your shadowboxing, specifically for Muay Thai, as opposed to shadowboxing for boxing. I think it's okay to mix both, obviously, but there's some specifics when you're shadowboxing for Muay Thai that you need to be aware of. Today, specifically, I'm going to discuss your punch trajectory and how we can sometimes dabble too much in boxing punch as opposed to Thai punch. And I'll note some of the differences. So here we have really nice Cuban boxer, beautiful stuff. If we freeze it, we see this low, wide stance and the punch going upward. From this lower position, you need to punch up to hit the face. This is some of my shadowboxing from a few weeks ago. You see I do the same thing a lot, punch up. Stance isn't abnormally wide, but it widens up as I go. Here we'll see the stance wide, upward trajectory on the punch. And we'll see it a little bit more. I'm just going to let this play. But some things to note: whenever I got to Kim Gym, I was punching this way, and crew me wanted to correct it. He did it for all of us because we all tend to do this, but go. So here we go. This is me demoing what I do, and then I'll discuss the lesson that crew me was saying. He's basically like, when we do Muay Thai, it's from a more upright position. So the stance is more narrow, the guard is more narrow. And you're punching straight ahead. You're not having to punch up from the crouched position. So you need to punch more straight out more often and really work that straight from the shoulder style, straight from the chin area rather than punching up. And so here, narrow stance, straight punch. And that's just basically the reasoning. Is he doesn't want us to be absent-mindedly punching up and having this low, wide stance, because Muay Thai doesn't really go down like that. It goes down from this upright position, so we can kick, punch, knee, elbow, clinch. And so the trajectory, he was saying, basically from the shoulder. For me, the visual, I was imagining from my chin straight out. There's a lot more power on this punch when it's straight out like that, rather than what I'm used to is always coming from the eyebrows. So I know my head is protected. But he's basically given me permission to not always punch from those eyes. You can punch straight out, and you know your defense and your guard from this high position and long guard will take care of, you know, your defensive needs. Not everything needs to be glued to your eyebrow level, so you can punch straight from the shoulder sometimes. So here I'm just demoing the idea. Straight out, straight out, straight, hook, straight. Stance is more narrow than we saw in my previous video. So, does that make sense for you? Seem right? It made a lot of sense to me after I started doing it his way. I think he does still want you to mix it, but just don't only box for boxing, shadowbox for boxing, shadowbox for Muay Thai. Let me know what questions you have. Thanks for watching. like and subscribe and all that stuff. Cheers.